Today, October 11th, is October Big Day, an annual event hosted by the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, and it also happens to coincide with World Migratory Bird Day. The purpose of both events is to foster an appreciation of birds and people around the world. And as if I didn't already have enough reason to get out and go birding, this weekend also happens to be the fall meeting for the Iowa Ornithologists Union, an organization for which I am a proud member. The meeting this weekend is taking place around my old stomping grounds where I lived for the last 3 years before moving a few months ago. I've been given the opportunity to lead field trips for this weekend on both Saturday and Sunday, so I can't wait to get out and see what birds I can find with my groups. Fortunately, the weather looks pretty ideal for this weekend, but with the Iowa Ornithologists Union meeting being in mid-October in northern Iowa, that's going to make it pretty hard to find a diverse array of birds since a lot of our migrants have already thinned out. Still, I'm expecting to see anywhere between 60 to 70 birds. Anything more would be pretty terrific. The pressure is on. Let's see what I can find.
I got a very early start to my morning as I prepared to meet up with the 9 other birders who would be joining me on my Saturday tours. We began our day at Clear Lake State Park. We barely had stepped out of our vehicles before getting to witness a spectacular show of Franklin's gulls that were gracefully flying over the state park as they twisted and turned into a massive swarm. Numbers of these migrant gulls only ballooned when we began scanning the lake, with massive rafts providing wonderful views as they floated a few hundred yards from shore. Sorting through these Franklin's gulls with the hope of finding a rare gull kept us busy for a short time, but we threw in the towel after 10 minutes and continued to find birds. A familiar clicking call sounded off overhead, and I soon found the source of the sound when it perched in a nearby tree. This female or immature male purple finch gave us incredible views as it looked around for the familiar sight of other purple finches. Fortunately for us, and this bird, it was soon joined by an absolutely gorgeous male purple finch. This handsome fellow was showing us that his powerful bill also has a delicate touch, as he carefully separated ash tree seeds from their protective outer coating. We had a blast at Clear Lake State Park, racking up 40 species here. It was a tremendous start to our day, but we were soon on our way to one of my favorite birding spots in the area, Clawson's Cove. Here, we were again treated to a magnificent display as 8 juvenile turkeys crossed the road, with 2 adults escorting them. Curiously, each one of the juveniles flapped their wings while crossing the road. I'm not sure if they did this to shake off some dew from the grasses, or if they were just needing to stretch their flight muscles. Whatever the case, my tour group absolutely loved getting to see these goofy gobblers gradually cross the road. The marsh that the turkeys exited was chock full of grackles. The sheer number of these birds was incredible to watch as thousands amassed in the air before filling the trees around the wetland. I estimated that 4,000 grackles were present, but there could have been far more than this. In any case, it was encouraging to see such an enormous group of this near-threatened species. I then led my group to overlook Clear Lake, where we soon spotted a female blue-winged teal staying close to the reeds near shore. Waterfowl hunting is open on Clear Lake at this time of year, so this bird wasn't taking any chances as she stuck to the safety of nearby vegetation. We finished with a terrific 43 species at Clawson's Cove, adding this inquisitive savanna sparrow on the drive out. It's uncommon to see this species perched on a wire like this, so we definitely appreciated the unique viewing opportunity. I had one last location in store for my tour group on October Big Day. We arrived at McIntosh Woods State Park, where we got great looks at dozens of mallards feeding in the aptly named Mallard Marsh. Meanwhile, a golden-crowned kinglet foraged in a tree that bordered the wetland. We got tremendous looks at the namesake yellow stripe atop this energetic bird's head. One of my group members directed our attention skyward, where we spotted one of the best birds of the weekend, a late common nighthawk, flying overhead. We kept our eyes to the sky, where we soon began to spot numerous southbound raptor migrants. First was a Cooper's hawk with its long, protruding tail. A couple of red-tailed hawks then passed by our group. It was fun to see the differences in plumage between the two red-tailed hawks. This species has tremendous variability with their appearance.
After McIntosh Woods State Park, my group disbanded for the morning, but I am not done birding quite yet. Of course, I couldn't record as many videos as I would have liked this morning since I was leading group tours, but now I'm going to go out and bird on my own for a few hours this afternoon and see what other species I can add to the Iowa Ornithologists Union's weekend list. I don't have a single shorebird species yet today. I'm going to see if I can fix that. Let's go see what we can find. I should also mention that I'm sitting at 63 species for the day currently. If I get a few shorebird species, then this could be a truly magical October big day for me.
I hit the shorebird jackpot at a nearby cattle pond where I found many new birds for the day, including this killdeer and gadwall. In total, 4 shorebird species were seen here, with this long-billed dowitcher being the most exciting of the bunch. It probed through the mud in search of a meal, with its signature sewing machine feeding style. There were also plenty of ducks here in addition to the gadwall. This green-winged teal waddled out of the pond and onto land where it stretched out its wing, showing its green speculum as if to confirm its identity. Several additional green-winged teal foraged in the background as a fleet of mallards chugged through the water. Some of the male mallards were still in various stages of their eclipse plumage, lacking their distinct green heads. My final stop of the day introduced me to this hermit thrush that provided excellent views. This songbird was using a hunting tactic that I've also seen killdeer and robins use, as it vibrated its leg while searching for a meal. I think this vibrating is meant to startle invertebrates to the point where they move. The hermit thrush can then gobble them up after their cover is blown. This strategy was successful as I watched the hermit thrush devour what looked to be a sizable moth in one quick gulp. Although hermit thrush was not a new species for the day, I loved getting to see such amazing views of this hungry bird.
I just tallied up my species for today, and I'm thrilled to announce that I exceeded my goal. I finished with 72 birds on this October big day. That's a pretty terrific count for northern Iowa in mid-October. I couldn't be happier with my species list for the day. This October big day will go down as my favorite so far. What could be better than spending the day with a bunch of wonderful birders and watching some of our favorite birds before they leave for winter? It's gonna be a wrap for this birding adventure, but I've got a bunch of other fun birding outings to show you, so be sure that you subscribe so you don't miss that content. I'll catch you all on my next worldwide birder journey.